Hi, I'm Allison Wedig from the Darlington FFA chapter, and I was recently elected as the Wisconsin Association of FFA's new president.
Tell us about your reaction when you found out on stage that it was going to be you.
I was amazed. You know, you always have that little idea that it might be you, but you never are exactly sure, and so finding out was a cloud nine moment, and to be honest, I'm a little still, hasn't exactly hit me all the way yet, so.
Well, what have you done since you got the job? It's only been a few days, but what's it been like for you?
It has been a lot of just realizing what I'm going to have the opportunity to do this year and seeing the amount of people that are excited for me and the number of people that I will have the opportunity to work with is very exciting. I took a little bit of time for myself since I get to start up right away on Monday, and also I have just been trying to get to know my new teammates that I'll be working with this year.
Well, tell us about that. You were a state officer last year, served as vice president, and it's a whole new slate of officers, so you're in charge of them, right?
Right. So last year I was elected as the Section 4 vice president, and so I had 10 other teammates, Logan Wells being the president, and then we all got to do our own little jobs, and this year I'm in charge of making sure everyone takes care of their sections across the state. So there are 10 sections. Danielle Jentz from Platteville is actually Section 4 this year, so I get to make sure that each of them are talking to their members across the 255 chapters across Wisconsin. I think it will be exciting making sure that everything is going on, but it's going to be a lot more responsibility in making sure that all 19,000 plus FFA members are getting the support that they need.
Now, you have graduated from high school. Tell us when you graduated, and you did allow yourself time to attend classes at college this past year.
Right. So I graduated from Darlington High School in 2013, and so this past year I attended the University of Wisconsin-Madison, and in the fall I just did an internship credit with my FFA work, and then this past spring I did 12 credits, 6 of them on campus, so I would drive to commute to Madison 3 days a week, and then 6 credits with internship with my FFA related work. I'm not quite sure exactly what I'll be doing this year, but for sure the fall I will be doing the same things I did last year, taking an internship and focusing solely on FFA, and most likely I will do that in the spring too and take a whole year off.
How did you get interested in FFA to begin with? Were your parents involved? Do you have older siblings?
Mm-hmm. My dad grew up living on a farm, and he always had the FFA in his blood, but I never really thought it could be for me. I live in a subdivision outside of Darlington. My dad has a landscaping business, and so my 2 older sisters were never involved in anything related to FFA. So my first experiences were at the county fairs where I saw students showing animals, and then also just the annual FFA petting zoos. And those things weren't always the things that I was interested in FFA, but once I got my feet wet and my dad encouraged me to be in an agricultural class, I started going in with the landscaping and the speaking contest, and that's where I really found my expertise in the FFA and have grown out from there.
Well, where do we go from here? They put you to work right away, don't they?
Right. On Monday, we head to the Agricultural Educators Conference in Madison, and there we just start our work planning for our year to come, setting goals, setting a new state theme for Wisconsin, and figuring out ways that we can help all of our teammates reach the 19,000 plus FFA members, as well as continuing to set new goals like we raised this past year.
What has your predecessor, what have people involved at FFA told you to expect for this next year?
I think they told me to expect a lot more busyness because instead of just representing my area, I'll be traveling the whole state more often. And I think just expect the unexpected because you never know with 12 new people what you're going to get from those individuals, and learning to work the best that you can together is going to be the hardest part but the most rewarding part.
Well, the focus will be on Wisconsin. Are you going to have a chance to travel outside of the state to go to anything?
Yes, in July I will get to travel to the State President's Conference, and that will be in Washington, D.C. And then we also get to go to Illinois for a leadership workshop for all state officers. So a few things, but basically we'll be in Wisconsin.
And then, of course, the National FFA Convention, and I'm not sure, is that back at Louisville now?
Yep, it's in Louisville, Kentucky this year, and towards the end of October.
And what are your goals? What is your goal for this next year?
My main goal when I started running to be the vice president last year was to help people not related in that farming background realize that agriculture is there for anyone. There it's a $59 billion industry in Wisconsin, and we have avenues for so many individuals. And I definitely had those sunglasses on thinking it was all of farming and it wasn't going to impact my life. But if I wouldn't have given it that shot, I would not be sitting here today, nor would I have so many opportunities, and my career would not be going in the direction that it is. So I hope to inspire those people that aren't from that background to keep getting involved, and the people that are from a farming background to maybe look inside in the other agricultural avenues to see what they can get involved in.
Now, have there been any other state officers from Darlington FFA in the past? Who is your advisor, and are you the first state president from Darlington?
My advisor is Mr. Troy Lobdell. I believe the last state officer from Darlington was about 10 years ago. I believe her name was Angel Walters. And then the last state president, I'm honestly not sure. There has been one. My mentor, Mr. Kim Havens, was the state president a while back, and so that's the last one that I know of and the person that is still impacting my life. But there have been quite a few state officers from Darlington 10 years ago and beyond.
Congratulations again, Allison Wedig. She's from the Darlington FFA, the new state president for the Wisconsin FFA Association.